All right, hooligans, back again. So we should be able to go ahead and play our scene, and not much is happening, not much animation, not much scenery or anything. We just have a blank plane with our Hooli going and loading as the default character in our scene. So hopefully you're at that point. And now what I want to do is talk a little bit about textures. And so one of the things I want to do is go ahead and organize a little bit. So in the 1830 folder where we have our hooligans, I'm going to right click and I'm going to go ahead and create a new folder, and I'm going to call it textures. And what do you think I'm going to load in here? Well, our AMGI friends gave us some of the textures for the body, the face. They didn't do the pants, shoes. That's kind of cool. We can texture them ourselves in things like Substance Painter or something like that. But I'm gonna go back to my file manager, and remember we have the FBX file, so I'm not gonna touch that. Already loaded it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab all of these PNG files, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drag those into my textures folder. So let's go, click OK, loading them all good. So we'll go back to the content browser. You should see in the textures folder a bunch of textures. Now, these textures mean something, and I'm going to show you how to apply the textures. So let's start with the body. Where do you apply the textures? You apply it to what's called the materials. So we loaded the materials in. And in this case, you can see bunny body, right, is a material. Bunny face stuff, bunny shoes, bunny spiky hair, bunny basic tee. Let's go ahead and texture the body. So if I open up this texture, this materials. This is materials, our body material. I'm going to go ahead and delete this param here because we're going to bring in a bunch of texture assets that came in. And again, these assets can be created in like Substance Painter and things like that. So what I want to do first is go, what you see here, just so you're following along with me, is I have this window open, which is the material called M Bunny Body. So I'll close that out again. Make changes, we'll go back to 1830. We got M Bunny Body opened up. I don't need this param. And then I'm going to shrink it a little bit here so that I can see below it the textures folder, okay? Now, what I want to do is everything that's body. See this body base color, body red emissive, body normal, and body red occlusive roughness metallic. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my base color, and I'm going to take the RGB and I'm going to connect it to the base color of the bunny body material. So texture to bunny body material. Emissive, I'm going to drag in and do the same thing. I'm going to take this to the emissive color. Let's bring these up a little bit. Zoom that out, and it's maybe hard to read, but I'll zoom it back in a second. There. Now, normal, bring that in. So the RGB goes to where? Normal. Now, the last one is a little different. It's going to contain the occlusions, it's going to contain roughness, and metallic. And so I'll show you what to do on that. So first thing you do is bring in the roughness. So this is bunny body. Remember, we're following along here by grabbing the bunny body, and there's always going to be, in our case, there's going to be 4 for each of these. There's going to be a base color, there's going to be a normal, there's going to be an emissive, and then there's this one that includes occlusion, roughness, and metallic. So for the red, we're going to make that our ambient occlusion. Green, make that roughness. And the blue, we're going to go ahead and make metallic. Now, we're going to apply this to our material, and we're going to hit save. So again, what we've done is we've gone ahead and taken the M Bunny body material, we've taken those PNG files, and we've textured them on top of those materials. Now, here's what's kind of fun. Let's go back here. Oh, look at that. We're starting to see when I go back to my bunny. So let's open up my character. There he is. Oh, look at that. He's starting to look like the hooligan that we bought. So we took the material and we applied the textures to that material so that now our bunny, actually even more fun, let's go ahead and play the game. And, you know, he's starting to look. Again, we just did the body. So we'll go back. I'm not going to do it in this video, but I'll go back for a second here and remind you what you're doing. You can go and do it for the other materials. So in 1830, we have materials. So the bunny body is now looking not like this white ball, but it's red, the color, or the, I don't know what color that is, some red. You can open up the spiky hair. You don't need this param. And if you shrink that up or move this window a little bit and you go to your textures, what you're going to look for in your textures are the spiky hair textures. So spiky hair base color, spiky hair emissive, spiky hair normal, metallic, and so on. And so that's how you'll be able to sort of get all of your textures applied to your materials. So hopefully that's helpful. And next video, we'll start to maybe look a little more at some of the animations and how we get some movement there in our bunny. But I'm going to go ahead and finish applying all of these textures to our material. So the next time in the video, the spiky hair and everything will be set up.